Hello there, people of YouTube. So, Hogwarts Legacy has just dropped their second gameplay showcase, and that's exactly what we're going to react to today. I'm really excited for this. Since me and my girlfriend have seen this video of like Hogwarts Legacy gameplay in general, we were just like blown away of like how good the environment and like everything Harry Potter world has to offer in this game. And I think like the developers have done such an incredible job at this. I'm really excited for it, so let's just jump into it and see what they have to show us this time. Hope you enjoy. Damn, 30 minutes? Oh, I nearly forgot how long this is gonna be. There's so many incredible stuff we're gonna see that we never got to see in the films, like the different dorms. You can see some like dark spells and stuff like, oh, the Slytherin door, how it like just shows like that. It's just insane. Their night cycle, weather cycle.
Hey everybody,
I know they've got like a lot of
Hogwarts
stuff.
Legacy gameplay showcase. I'm Chandler Wood, community manager here at Avalanche Software, and I'm honored to introduce you to our panel today. First up, we have community guest host Ben Snow.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Thank you so much for having me.
And
Wow,
from
this
the
guy's so
Avalanche
excited
team,
already.
Game director Alan Tu.
Hello everybody.
Can barely contain himself. Look at
systems
him.
Designer Mackenzie Toner.
Hi.
And finally, just off screen capturing gameplay for us, Andrew Corum. Today we'll be giving you a taste of the open world via broom flight, a deeper look at combat using the Dark Arts Battle Arena, and a look at your personalized
Dark Arts,
little home
nice.
within Hogwarts, the Room of Requirement, where we make
Ooh.
beasts. And we're starting
Nice.
right where we left off in our last gameplay showcase. Just
Ooh, we
outside
got
of
some,
Hogwarts, which
UI.
I love that you can walk out of the castle after walking through everything, and then just come out
Yeah,
here.
one
and
looks
take
like you've
off
got
on
a
your broom
healing
out into the open
potion.
world. And
R2,
Alan, I
you've
know
got
that's something
different
that you
spells.
particularly like about Hogwarts.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just being able to hop on the broom and, and go anywhere. There's something about kind of like the sensation of,
Oh my
of
days,
everything
man.
open to you, and just I love the proximity that I can get to things.
Whoa.
I love flying close to the ground, and I kind of wanted to talk about it just because I feel like you know, the brooms are fun for me, not just because
Oh my
of all those
God,
feelings
the
of
graphics
exhilaration,
of this.
but because they're not just I have a broom and it's done. I actually kind of like some of the mechanics in it. So you see in the lower right, there's a meter there, and
No!
occasionally,
I'm buffering. Hold up. I'm gonna change it. How dare it buffers when I'm trying to record a
as
video.
Andrew's kind of flying up or flying down, you might notice it draining or not. And this isn't the present day where all the broom technology is well known and advanced and everything that we know and love. This is an
Oh,
early time
yeah.
we're still trying to figure out. You know, we're not at the 3,000 yet. We're at the we're at the 11. So
P11,
I'm
wow.
just so
The
speechless
broomsticks
right
are
now
like
because
scrappy.
This is so beautiful. The world just looks so. By the way, the broom, is that like the only one, or can you like upgrade that broom to go faster?
Yeah, so we have a shop in
Nice.
Portkey, actually a broom shop, and so
I feel like you
that
can
sells
customize a lot
variety
in this
of
game, which
brooms.
is,
And it was important to us that the player could customize themselves based on their own aesthetic. So they're purely cosmetic, but if you
Man, that
talk
little
to the
drift with
shopkeep,
the broom.
and help him out, he'll actually sell upgrades.
yeah, and those upgrades will
Dude, look at this
make it so
world,
that where
man.
normally the broom you can only fly, you can only go at max speed. It's kind of like a turbo meter down there. You can only go at max speed without the meter going down, kind of closer to the ground. And as you raise into the air, you'll notice the meter drop. And so those upgrades will allow you to
Oof.
increase that distance from the ground. And
That's
the broom
cool. So you
owner at
can
the
cover
sporting
more
goods
space,
store
I'm guessing,
in-
if you're like
in
higher.
Hogsmeade is trying to perfect the broom.
Oh, I love that you
get
can just
better
like
at
kind
it
of
and
casually
know it better.
hover.
You can
I love there's
participate
like
that
people
and get
walking
better
around.
at
That's really cool.
And I
It
love
makes you
that
feel like the
mechanic
world's
encourages
actually
you to
populated
actually
rather than
explore
just
the
like
world and
empty
touch it close to the
landscape.
ground. It's not just a travel mechanic, point A to point B. You're not just flying high over everything, although it is beautiful, something I really love doing, but as well, there's lots to explore on the ground, and so kind of keeping you down at the ground level.
And to me, it feels like it's got this kind of surfing vibe over the.
Oh my God, like I'm just like I want to snatch the controller from Andrew right now because I want to go to the mountaintop, I want to that forest, and to that hamlet, or well I don't know if that's how it's called. I think that's what it is.
No, it's awesome. We're actually.
This guy, man.
I feel like that you call it a hamlet is just perfect, just because that's what we refer to it as. And so we all know from lore that Hogsmeade is the only all wizarding village within Britain, but we wanted other opportunities to kind of meet other characters out here and to kind of populate the landscape, so it's not just kind of barren as you leave out this direction and that direction. And so we just imagine these different dwellings, these different smaller locations that wizards might live in out in the Scottish Highlands. And so it's those. And so we refer to those as hamlets, and they're opportunities to learn those wizard stories, how those different locations have kind of like learned
That's
to live,
really
what
cool.
their relationships are with characters at Hogsmeade and Hogwarts.
I love that. I love
they're
actually giving Hogsmeade like personality, background, characters, story, history.
And you also notice on the mini-map like lots of little icons, and each one of those represent gameplay in the hamlets that you can participate in. Whether it's a video or different puzzles and challenges or different secrets that exist. Each one of those icons are different for gameplay. And you'll notice that same thing as we venture out into the open world as well. So when you go to the
shopkeeper
open world,
right there. That's so
see
cool.
those icons, whether they're on the mini-map or on
Potions.
the map or off
Man,
the
I
map.
love even the shop just looked so detailed with like little scrolls and potions everywhere, and looked so
There are puzzles left behind by old wizards,
so aesthetically
that you
pleasing to
solve
see.
That actually grant you those. If you see ruins off in the distance and you visit them, you might find opportunities to actually expand and learn about your ancient magic. And as you kind of encounter different enemies dotted on the landscape, sometimes those characters, poachers or dark wizards, might be hoarding different magical
like an invisible
resources that are
scroll
valuable
there.
to you as you're playing the game. So each one has kind of like a way to connect to our gameplay loops and provide different opportunities.
This guy looks like a full-grown adult. What the hell is this?
I mean, I ran away when I want to just cover all of those points on the map just by going.
Look, for example, there's a fire symbol there. Maybe you cast as fire magic with that R2 ability. Unlocks maybe like a little collectible or like
Hippogriff is our pre-order
secret.
bonus.
Oh my God!
Wait,
it
what?
just like pops out of the back. Oh, wait, you can use
What
it as
the
a
heck?
horsey? I mean, horse.
Horsey?
Yeah, as
horse.
a hippogriff, you can totally ride it like a ground mount, and you can lift off into the air.
Wow.
And we tried to make sure that each of those interactions, so the broom's really good at reaching that top speed,
So
at
this
kind
is
of
a
traveling the world
pre-order.
as possible. But
Man,
sometimes it's really nice to get on the because of that
Harry
ground
Potter
speed,
gaming
or
nerd
those
community is going to
transitions.
go wild for this
And
game.
Sometimes it just feels amazing just to be riding around on it.
Including me.
Yeah, it really is kind of like, I don't know, it's a great feeling being on it, and it's a great feeling managing those transitions, kind of going from run to fly and just being able to go wherever you want. And we tried to make sure that each one of these things.
Oh wow, look, the random encounters, dueling feats, slow and loyalist
And
assassin.
like I see like different like areas, like a swampy
Wow,
area.
look at this
But, like,
swampy
can you
area.
go to like entire map anywhere you go? There are regions that are like locked from you.
Yeah,
or,
as soon as you, there's kind of a moment where the world kind of opens up to you outside of Hogwarts as a student, and right from that moment, early on in the game, you can go wherever you want. And so you might find more difficult
That's so
challenges
sick.
in different areas, and you'll see different spots as Andrew's moving around, like you mentioned, the swamp. But there, we have got like a coast, and we've got different types of environments out in the world, just to kind of.
This is so exciting. Like, for years I have said like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we actually see a Harry Potter game that's actually a lot more like up to date and not film related, you know, like not like from the films or anything, or Lego, just more
authentic. Like it just
authentic. Yeah, that's the right word for it.
Yeah, I love this vista too, and I'm gonna have Andrew stop here.
That window is so sick.
Dev magic to change the seasons. Actually, I want you to see what this world looks like. Covered in
Oh, let's go.
yes, please. I love that.
Sweet.
This is so beautiful.
Oh, damn.
This is so pretty. Like, it looks so realistic. Oh my God, it changes the landscape like completely. Oh my God, does it have like actual like gameplay impact, like impact on the gameplay, or does it like it's just the weather of Scotland?
Yeah, we use it. We really use it as a narrative marker through the game. So as you're progressing through your main storyline, it's
wow,
important for
man!
us
Look
to
at
kind
all
of,
these like
have those moments that kind of felt like when you're reading the books or when
broken,
you see kind of like the title card, winter,
just like
and now the landscape has
bits
changed, and you're really
from
feeling
history and stuff.
that passage of time
Forgot my
along
word.
those students, going through your year at Hogwarts. And I think
Balloons?
we wanted to duplicate that, and for me, it's
Oh,
really
I
fun
really
that it's
wanted
not
to
just
pop it.
on the outside, which.
Oh, is he gonna do that
which
thing
is
in Harry Potter where like?
beautiful.
Oh, I didn't see.
But
Maybe.
within the school as well. So there are moments like when it reaches certain holidays or things like that, where Hogsmeade reacts to holidays, and the school reacts to holidays, and you see the decorations around those environments change. That really helped just kind of make me feel like I'm there.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not just for the seasons, those kind of vibe things. Like we have a day-night cycle, and that day-night cycle, even though similarly, like it's largely about vibe.
Whoa, what was that?
Hogsmeade in the evening, there's less characters there.
Oh, there's like little feats that you can do obviously during the battle. With like bonus XP.
Students kind of like as you're walking through the halls.
Maybe bonus
But
rewards.
in that day-night cycle,
Day-night
is where you
cycle is
kind
gonna
of
be so cool as
place,
well.
A few items where whether or not you can collect them or whether or not you can interact with them.
Oh,
is
interesting.
restricted by the day-night cycle.
Oh, nice.
I love Andrew's
Secrets
flying
within
up here,
just
really
either
high
nighttime
up
or
on the
daytime. That's
hippogriff,
really, really cool.
And
I love that.
We're just looking at this view of Hogwarts.
This
in the
game looks
distance.
insanely big. Look at the size of this. I mean, I know Hogwarts is probably filled with secrets,
No,
like
I mean, you talk
as
about
it
going
is,
there and things
but
that you can see in the distance,
outside
and
here it
that's
just
really
looks
nice.
incredible as
I
well.
still
Like
can't get over it
looks real.
I played this so much, but I still can't get over the fact that I can see Hogwarts out there, and there's just something
The
beautiful
river,
about it.
like,
all of
just
all of
so
the things
good.
inside of it, the classrooms, the students, the professors, all the places I can go. I can just fly my hippogriff, land in the courtyard, enter the front doors,
Mm-hmm.
and just walk, to the library, to class, or to greenhouse, or to my common room. That it's all
Wow.
contiguous and just kind of like one space is still exciting to me.
That's
So-
so
I mean,
sick.
I'm just I'm speechless right now. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's just
As much as we want to spend a lot more time out here just
Man.
flying around, experiencing the world, I think this is a great opportunity to switch over to combat. And last time we gave you kind of an intro to combat. This time we're going to really go a lot more of a deep dive on using the Dark Arts Battle Arena, which is part of
Love
our
it.
Deluxe Edition.
Dude, I do
And
that
we've got a
sometimes when I'm
Forbidden
excited.
Forest, which is where the Dark Arts Battle Arena is. Which is part of the Deluxe and Digital Deluxe Edition. I love the way that the Dark Arts Battle Arena is.
Oh, it's got
actually,
like Death Eater
part of
mask
the
on
world,
and a
integrated
cloak.
into the world. So
Wait, did
your
they say-
experience is more immersive than just choosing an option from the main menu of the game or something like that.
Reason to go to the Forbidden Forest.
Exactly. There are many reasons to go to the Forbidden Forest, but he's also wearing the Dark Arts cosmetic set, and here he's pulling out the Thestral, which is part of that Dark Arts pack from the Deluxe and Digital
Oh,
Deluxe edition. So we're
what?
going full Dark Arts here.
Nah, people they want
But
you
I like
to buy this game
Battle
before
Arena.
release.
It is a great place to show off really combat in a big
Is this
way.
like
because
a
unlocks
little
some
DLC then? Because
abilities for you, and
that might
allows
be
you
worth
to,
it. It looks pretty good.
Really play around with combat in a deep way.
And is this like the only arena like this in the game where you can like practice? And
Yeah,
do-
so in the base game we have 2 combat arenas normally, and so everyone has access to those. And
Right,
each of the
okay.
combat arenas are an opportunity to kind of just go through a difficult combat challenge, fight through multiple waves, in order to earn a
I love that.
cosmetic for your character and add that to your collection. In the case of that's no different than the Dark Arts Battle Arena. That's also true, the combat arena. But one of the things that we're excited about in the Dark Arts Battle Arena that people can do is you come in preloaded with different abilities. So the unforgivable
Ooh, that's
curses
cool.
are something that everyone's going to have access to through the base game and going to be able to earn, and they can make choices in order to kind of like add that to their repertoire.
tease.
And they can also commit to that down with certain talents and things like that. When you play the Dark Arts Combat Arena, you actually have access to all those things as kind of like a way to test them all. And so it's a chance to kind of like tour and play with the Dark Arts and decide whether or not that is a path that you kind of want
That's
to go.
so freaking cool.
But yeah,
Dark spells,
everyone has
baby!
the same ability to explore the Dark Arts. This is just kind of like a way of previewing.
And again, a great place for us to show off combat in general. So I think we're gonna
Damn.
jump in here. Andrew's gonna start.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of
battling,
Jedi
talking about,
Battle.
everything you're seeing on
No,
the screen.
Jedi Academy,
Alright.
where you can go dark side, or keep it light side. But when you get to the dark side, wow, that was
We're starting off strong.
Avacadabra in your face.
Was that Sergio? Oh,
Lightning.
that's so cool.
Yeah, so that you'll notice right away, like when we used Avada Kedavra, that guy's health bar went from instant to 0, and we really are trying to honor the way Avada Kedavra works in the game, even in some pretty extreme situations.
My days, that was
You'll
sick.
notice that like the meter.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of that old school Jedi Academy. You can choose your path,
Extreme power,
and usually the dark powers are always just like much more fun.
Ways that we'll probably talk about to adjust that. But I don't know. I don't know if there are things on the screen that you just have questions about.
Well, I see like little blue things pop up from the enemies. Also, like that sign. Well, it's like so in the
golems.
The ancient.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know if that's
that was
how
cool.
it's called.
Yeah.
In the game.
So the community is a
that lightning is so badass.
On the development side and in player facing in the game, we reference that as your ancient magic community.
Oh, so it is ancient magic.
That is, yeah. So as your abilities in the game,
they've made it look so badass. Like the whole, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just so good.
You start unlocking.
Why wouldn't you want to use Avada Kedavra?
The R1 button appearing throughout the game. That's an ancient magic throw, we call it, that allows you to kind of like draw an object to you and fling it in.
Man, the combat looks slick, man.
But whenever you see,
I was a bit worried, like how is all these spells gonna work? But then you can
to cast a very devastating.
Obviously, I can see that you can cycle through different wheels, and with R2, I'm not sure how the R2 works. Oh, I see, it's triangle, square, circle, X for each spell. That's cool.
You'll notice there's
I'm guessing there's like a normal
that kind of bubble up
attack that it's your just default.
And there's different ways that we want the player to kind of move around on the battlefield, and that's actually a good link to the ancient magic meter in general. And the reason why I say that is because as you're doing different things in combat, you're Portegoing and you're doing different abilities, and you can kind of spec into it with your talents. There are different ways to get that meter to build faster and faster. So one of the most effective base ways to build up that meter fast, that way you can launch these devastating attacks whenever you want to, is to actually perform combos. So you see that combo appearing, and it's almost like your emotions are building.
I love these abilities they use with their weapons. Like there's someone like this huge
at some point you strike
goblin-looking thing,
and a piece of their magic kind of falls out of them. You'll see the blue orbs in the game world, and there's something that only you can see in the narrative.
Okay.
And it's another reason to move around on the battlefield. If you can go up and collect those things, and
that sounds naughty.
Big jumps to that ancient magic meter as we're playing.
We're talking a lot about spells and magic here, but I think there's another huge component of combat, and that is the tools that you can bring to combat as well to kind of change the way you play.
Actually makes you look so sick with a wand.
Knows a lot about what's going on with the plants and potions.
And so the tools are really interesting because they're basically like a prior investment. So you can bring the potions and the plants that you grow in the Room of Requirement to combat to essentially kind of help you defeat enemies a lot quicker and more efficiently. So some of the tools that you'll see here are like the rock skin potion. So that is something that basically covers your skin in this like rocky material that
so it's not a healing potion.
Reduces the incoming damage that you're receiving.
Right, that's what it does. That's pretty cool.
That's super helpful.
Even the graphics on that is actually really cool.
Like he's just destroying. The troll just collapsed from one of the.
Whoa.
Obviously,
that's actually really powerful.
Well,
the cooldown on it is like really slow, which understandable. That thing is like death itself, you know.
To balance Avada Kedavra with a long cooldown because obviously it's an instant kill. One thing that you could do is brew a focus potion, and that will increase how quickly your cooldowns. Regain.
Right.
Oh my god! So you can actually. Oh my god! Look how quickly it's like recharged. Dude, that is broken. That's instant kill. Just there you go, done.
And the troll makes him move.
Jeez.
I love that plants are violent.
Yes, and so that's like when we're talking about the setup of the arena.
Oh my god, you can
you also
just
have
put plants down.
That you can fight with. So we have things like the venomous tentacula that you can put down, and it acts like a turret that just kind of shoots enemies around the battlefield.
That is so cool. This is like a truly like Hufflepuffian way to approach the battle. Yes.
No, that was super important to us, that there were these like multiple ways. And so you can see there's a ton of different things you can use. The Mandrake is one, so you can pull it out and it stuns with its like piercing cry these enemies in a radius.
That is so cool. They have like really thought about more than just the spells. You know, you have potions, plants, different ways to approach combat. It's great.
I don't want to get stuck in my style, you know. And so this is a way to, if you want to get stuck in your style, go for it. If you just want to blast people with spells, go for it. But we also want to have
definitely encourage like people
that may make
to
do certain plants or certain potions or block more or.
Yeah, we mentioned the field guide challenges.
Man, these people have really thought about stuff
in the prior stream, and the field guide challenges.
Just
this is
different
the way
people.
The field guide manifests like challenges for you to do in combat. And exactly to your point, we just wanted a way to encourage players to explore the different systems, to help them decide, to just kind of practice with them and explore what they want to do, because there really are so many different ways that you can push talents. When you see the green X's on characters,
right,
and that's kind of through your talents you can unlock this kind of cursing mechanic that sort of like links the fates of these different characters on the battlefield. That way, as you get as you're cursing different characters, they all begin sharing damage. And so we have things like Avada, which is the insta-kill, but if you curse everyone before you insta-kill with one guy, they can all drop dead.
Insta-kill?
Ultimate Voldemort fantasy.
What?
And so, oh my god.
That's insane.
There are Dark Arts fantasies, there's fantasies about being more of a defense against the Dark Arts character, things like that Misty Step that you see occasionally being used on the battlefield, and we can also spec into our potions and plants to make them more powerful and more efficacious. So it's all about which type of player you feel like you are and whether or not you want to play with prep on the fly.
Oh, okay, so that's what that does. You make them your
so cool because like
allies for like a brief time to attack their own. That's cool.
I want to just try it myself, like which.
Oh, there's a pigeon outside trying to land on a branch and is struggling.
That ancient magic, to be honest, feels like much more powerful than just the dark arts.
Yeah.
And speaking of plants and potions, we're going to be putting the dark arts away, put those unforgivable curses away, and heading to the Room of Requirement, which is your home within Hogwarts, a personalizable space that actually has some utility as well, where you get to brew things and grow things and also care for some beasts. All right, Andrew's got us in the Room of Requirement, wearing, we kind of went casual mode on the outfit.
You've got like a whole other prop now here. I'm guessing these are just like different spells.
And I think that's a good jumping off point for the personalization of the space as well. Not just your character and the visuals of the character, but
the details.
Actually the space is a place that you can make your own.
Yeah, it was super important to us that this space really did feel like your reflection as a wizard. So you can change the architecture.
Oh, look at that Iron Maiden.
Different themes throughout, starkly different themes, to really just hammer home that this is
no way. No!
What?
What?
This is beautiful. I never expected that to be. Oh my god.
Oh, I only give us two.
You change the architecture here,
oh
you
my
can actually
goodness.
conjure little objects into this space, as you can see. So there's like
oh my god, this is
and
actual
ornaments
Animal
and
Crossing.
and rugs and just a bunch of little things that really flesh out this
my girlfriend's gonna go insane for this.
Because like we had an idea
she
that those
is like she loves Animal Crossing, Dreamlight Valley. This is gonna be her next big thing to just
yeah, so we call them conjurations.
Play around with furniture.
And the conjuration recipes can be purchased
this is so
at
cool.
Homes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade. But also as you engage in
look at some of the chairs
throughout the world, you'll be rewarded with
rotation. Oh, different colors, nice.
You can color.
You can change the color, you can change the size of it, and you can place it basically anywhere.
Oh my god, it's so tiny! It's like from Baby Niffler.
And I love how the system too is designed. It's not mechanical; it's immersive, and so you get the magical effect of conjuring it in, and you're actually doing this in the world as a character. But
this is insane. This is so sick.
The immersive design of personalizing the space.
Oh my god, like, and
that's
I love
so
the
cool
animation, how it like appears, you know, like it's not just like there, it's like it almost like it apparates.
It is really quite beautiful.
Are you telling me you can literally just move everything
because the magic in the wizarding world is everywhere.
I'm gonna lose so much time just messing around in this world.
We really wanted to nail that whimsy in this space. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is that not only can you like conjure things and you can change their look, but you can do that with the utility objects as well. So you can see that we have planting pots and potion stations, and you can change the look of those as well. And these are the areas where, as we had mentioned previously, you'll be growing your plants, you'll be brewing your potions.
Oh!
So while you're also doing these like kind of nurturing based activities, this is also the space where you would bring your gear.
This is so
gear
sweet.
to be identified and gear to have like rates put on it, which I believe Alan can talk to.
Oh. Yeah, we keep bringing up appearance and how it looks, and on a, like in the game, you can look like anything you want to whenever you want to. But the player will be finding different types of gear, that we call it, as you progress through the game. And essentially, we just know that clothes and different items in the wizarding world can have different magical properties. And as you explore, as you adventure, and as you defeat,
you've got
you're
like
going to be finding
stats and
different
stuff.
pieces of gear.
Extraordinary,
that have
superb.
different
Okay, so you
abilities,
have actually
and that can help you in your journey.
your
in our adventure
rarities
part,
as well.
and you kind of growing as a wizard and advancing as a wizard. And so
there's a huge list.
and not all the time.
and that scroll bar is tiny.
Whenever you get a new piece of gear, you don't necessarily know exactly what it does. And so there is a station inside of the room of requirement that you can conjure. It's one of the first things you conjure, called an identification station, where you can actually bring that gear that you're uncertain about and learn what its abilities are.
Right.
Kind of like a Diablo where you just
as the space advances even further,
identify.
the space will eventually grow its own rooms, and you're going to get new recipes. You know, like Mackenzie's talking about.
What?
All these different things keep expanding, and as it expands, eventually.
And I know you can go outside
what
of
we
the
see
room, I
here,
think,
which is
as
called
well.
a loom. And when you
Or
set up
maybe
a loom,
inside
it's an
the
ability to essentially
the case or
customize
something, I'm not
exactly
sure.
which magical properties are on your gear, and take any piece of gear and adjust its properties and to tweak what it does.
Okay, so very
And
Diablo-y.
I mentioned earlier
That's
that,
really cool.
that you can make anything look like anything. The collection of appearances, we call it, or cosmetics, we've been referring to it in this stream. Those types of things you can use, and you can apply a look to any other look. So if you get a piece of gear, you put it on, you look like that, but you can change it to look like whatever you want.
That's so cool. And
Also
like
jump
you
on
just
legendary.
you can just put some ability to the sweater, but then you can just swap that ability.
So you've got like
and
3
appearances
slots.
you can edit whenever
So you can
want.
put 3
in the gear
different-
screen. The loom is specifically
believe.
about applying traits and applying larger.
Oh, no,
upgrades
wait,
that just
so
kind of
the
grant you
traits
greater statistical
are different than
advantage,
upgrades. That's
or give
really
you
cool.
Really
Okay.
specific abilities that blend in nicely with where you're trying to go with your combat fantasy or talents and things like that.
Interesting. I'm just seeing that they're
What?
just like pumpkin fur, mooncalf fur. Where does that come from?
Yeah, and so you'll notice that the ingredients that are used to add traits and to upgrade your gear are based around beasts. So this is where we get into the beast care section, which is inside this
That's so sick.
vivarium.
Oh, okay,
Kind
so
of
that's what
bigger
it is that you
space
go
on the
inside.
idea. And so you can see here we have a couple of beasts out. We have a graphorn and a mooncalf, a niffler, and a kneasel as well. So
Oh my
quite a
God.
variety.
Oh my god, he's just like a big puppy.
They're so
This is
cuddly.
wild.
Oh my god, they're together. Oh, that's so cute.
They're adorable. And so part of beast care is petting them as well, but feeding them too. And so once you do those things, that's when they feel safe enough that they'll give you their magical ingredients. So mooncalf fur, niffler fur, etc. That can then be used in your gear.
That is like so like intuitive because like you know that makes sense because when you touch the animals you get some
Look at
fur.
it! Look at it!
So
Look at that
that's
little
so-
niffler!
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we really want to hammer home the fact that this is like a home that you're making for them. So in the overland, you can find these beast dens
Brush
and
him.
rescue
Oh,
these beasts.
yes.
Part of doing so is brushing them and feeding them food as well, and to build that relationship with your beast. In addition to be able to care for beasts, you can actually conjure things in this space as well.
The house, the cottage.
Yeah, right. And so we have like a lot of little ornaments in this area, and a lot of
There
them
is so
are really
much to do in this
cosmetic. They
game
look
already.
Really cool. Again, it's the personalization of this.
We don't even know too much about the story, but
Goodness, no, this
Oh,
is like
wow.
I'm gonna spend 8 hours just designing this whole area to personalize. This is like cool. It's like you have this
same,
little
my guy, same.
area, like a personalized fish tank, so to say. just for the creatures. I love it.
Yeah, no, totally. And there's like a decoration aspect.
benches.
But
Oh, you
there's
can, like-
also, we were saying
Oh, I was
inside,
hoping he was
as
gonna
well,
show the
there's a
other bench. Ah, damn it, he
utility
didn't.
aspect to it too.
Dude.
So as you progress in the game and you're able to purchase more conjurations, you're able
Oh
to
my
speed up your
days.
process. So one of them,
And you're gonna
for
unlock
example,
stuff?
is the food processor, which allows for the
This
beast
is
in the space
Harry
to
Potter Animal
automatically
Crossing.
feed, so you don't have to
What?
do it manually. And so you're
Oh
really
my god.
building the progression for yourself here. In addition, there's also a toy box where you can, where you can play with your beasts. You'll see here, yeah. So you can, there's a bunch of toys in it, and each beast has their own favorite toy. So as you can imagine, the moon calf really
Wow.
likes the moon ball, or the Neasel as like a little cat really likes to chase the yarn ball as well.
Right.
And they're super
wow.
cute.
Oh my god.
Watching them, it's so cute.
Look at it.
And the big thing we really wanted to hammer home is that the world is a dangerous place. And so by going and rescuing these beasts and bringing them back here and caring for them, you're really helping them out. There's poachers in the overland who hunt these beasts for their material. So instead, you're caring for them. You're giving them a home.
Right. Oh my god, this Grabhorn is just gigantic. But he looks like my dog. We can make dogs right now for sure.
You could actually name them as well. So like your dog.
So getting back into that personalization, you know, yeah, we didn't want you to just like throw in, oh, here's a Grabhorn in here. Like, this can be named
Wow.
whatever Andrew's about to name them.
Jeff.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Good name.
You know, we've created this really nice space, and you can get additional vivariums, correct? To
Name him
kind of
Chad because he's such a
aesthetics and looks
boost.
to where
This
you're
is so sick.
Yeah.
keeping your beasts and caring for them.
Progression is a big part of this space as well.
Man,
So
they've taken
as you
like
progress
not
through
just
the
like
story,
Harry
you
Potter
will unlock more
spellcasting, but
variants.
they've
So as you can
like
see, this one's
definitely
quite
done fantastic
meadow-themed,
beast side of it.
Big open,
Whoa.
bright. But there's other ones, say like a swamp.
My
that you can
days,
encounter.
man.
And it's really a visual effect.
Increase the
and
trees
more
sizes or like make them smaller.
Oh, so it's like those. So when we're inside the room,
Dude.
there's like on the left, there's that moon glow from one entrance, and then some shrubbery going on in the right. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Ah. Oh, you put trees in
I
here.
didn't realize
too.
even the trees. My
And
days.
another thing with the beast care that I think is
I
great,
love that effect.
you know, tying back to the same kind of thing that you did with like the broom, where the broom is not just a method of travel; it's actually built in and integrated into the world. In the same way, like beast care isn't just this added element. You're not just throwing it on top. There's really this like narrative and integration to
Some like crystal
Yeah,
breaking.
everything
Everything.
connects. So
Moonstone.
progress through the
Okay.
missions, you'll expand the space. As you earn
You
resources,
expand the
you'll go
base
into
as well?
Hogsmeade and use them
Dude,
to
what?
unlock the gameplay here and unlock new conjurations and different things to play around
Whoa.
with. In the open world, it's in those different environments, like the different combat and conflicts and bandit camps and different things like that exist in the overland. Those things are what hold recipes that exist in the loom. So all these things have a way of connecting. Moonstone that you find out in the world is the resource that we use to conjure everything. That's found throughout the world. Forgeables are used for recipes. So really, everything's like a cycle and keeps you coming back.
I
Even
can't.
with
I
the
can't.
story
It's
being
just so
told
much
too,
stuff.
You know, I think people know who Poppy is and that she has a particular affinity for beasts.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything we're seeing here, you know, you're going to be venturing out into the world, and this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg, even of kind of like your interactions with the beasts in that narrative. So, you know, you bringing up Poppy, there are more.
Yeah, that looks cute.
Kind of mysteries to discover.
I wonder if you
things
can
to
go
discover
inside
in
the house
world
as well.
That have to do with her and that have to do with caring for beasts.
Or is it more like an
Different
open
characters
area?
have
Because
their
they haven't
own-
really said
have
if
their own
you can,
stuff,
if you can go inside the building.
That just kind of make this all just kind of like the beginning of your journey.
Well, we could spend
I can imagine
hours
so,
in
like,
here,
maybe,
but
hopefully.
we're gonna have to end the stream now. What do you think about what you've seen today?
I mean, I'm just so blown away by how beautiful it looks. The open world seems so detailed, and there's so many things to do. And like the combat, we're gonna spend like
Yeah, man.
2 weeks or more just breaking it down by pieces. There's just so much to this world. Like I'm so happy. You
I'm
guys
so happy
did
for this.
overall game.
So happy.
And that's
Like,
just
just
the tip of the
finally
iceberg.
a
Got
game
more
in a
for you to
Harry Potter
discover and
universe.
find on your own. Thank you.
where
for
it's
so much
not,
for
you know,
being
based
here.
on the films, and
Thank
it's
you
just
for
like its
watching.
own authentic
Hogwarts
original
Legacy
story,
is
and
available for pre-order now. It
This is gonna be
releases
so
February
mad.
10th with 72-hour early access for owners of the Collector's, Deluxe, and Digital Deluxe edition.
72 hour.
We're
Okay,
gonna
that's
wrap things
like.
up, but first we've got a little surprise for you. Bye.
What now? Yo, what are you doing to me? What is this little surprise about? Yo, what is this? What in the Bloodborne? What was that? That was sick! Well, mate, that has blown my actual brain off. Like, there is so much stuff to like just think about. Damn. Well, you've probably heard me chat about enough of it. So yeah, thank you for watching.